हिंदुस्तान में शिक्षा के क्षेत्र में कई भ्रांतियां हैं, कई कंफ्यूजन हैं। एक डॉक्टर हमेशा ये चाहता है कि हमारा बेटा या बेटी डॉक्टर बने। दूसरी एक और स्थिति है कि एक व्यक्ति अपनी जिंदगी में डॉक्टर बनना चाहता था, नहीं बन पाया, तो वो सोचता है कि हम नहीं बन पाए तो हमारा बेटा या बेटी डॉक्टर बन जाए और हमारे सपनों को साकार करे। The Achiever Times News and Portal present the weekly career program Agam Shiksha Sugam Career Session 2 Episode 2 The Environment as a Career English Version. Producer Vivek Srivastav, Camera and Editing Rahul, Technical Support Rajkamal Tripathi, Secretarial Assistants Devika Rajanandini, Harshit Mishra and Arpit Mishra, Resource Person Dr. Agan Dyal, Associate Professor Geology, DAV PG College Lucknow. You are welcome in the second episode of session 2 of Agam Shiksha Sugam Career. Today we will talk about the environment as a career. We celebrate 22nd April as Earth Day, 5 June as World Environment Day and 16 September as Ozone Layer Depletion Day. It was started in 1984 as a Montreal Protocol. Environmental degradation and different types of pollution are today world's biggest challenge, but still we are not fully concerned about our present and future. Above our atmosphere, there is an ozone layer which protects the earth inhabitants from harmful ultraviolet rays coming from sun, which may cause skin cancer. But above our poles, there is a ozone umbrella, and now a big hole has formed in this ozone umbrella. We have a single earth to live and there is no alternative. All living organisms on this earth, both plants and animals, need energy for our existence. This energy is obtained from the sun. Although nature had done such an arrangement that it provided everything essential for life to us, the soil, water, sunlight, food and air. Mahatma Gandhi had very rightly said on an occasion that nature provides everything for our needs but not for our greeds. For example, our atmosphere contains 78% nitrogen, 3% carbon dioxide and about 19% oxygen. All animals intake oxygen during breathing and pour out carbon dioxide. On the other hand, the green color pigment chlorophyll of green leaves take in carbon dioxide during sunlight and photosynthesize the food and pour vital oxygen in the atmosphere. For maintaining this balance, it is essential that at least 1/3 part of land surface on earth should be covered by green plants. Just 200 years ago, our 2/3 part of land surface was covered by green forests. But during last 200 years, we have cut the forest so enormously that now our earth surface contains only 19% forest cover. In this vicious circle, 24 lakh tons of atmospheric oxygen has lost and 36 lakh tons of carbon dioxide has increased in the atmosphere. A very interesting point is that a car traveling 1000 kilometers consumes as much oxygen which a man consumes in 1 year. So what should we do for maintaining this balance? Either we should stop car driving or kill equivalent amount of human population, or the third alternative is that we should plant an equivalent number of green plants on earth's surface and protect them. It is a question mark for our existence, but we still think that tree plantation is the duty of Social Forestry Department and Department of Environment. So today environmental study is also a career. Some of the national and international organizations in which an environmentalist can get services are as follows. National level departments and organizations, industries, distilleries, fertilizer plants, mines, refineries, textile mills, etc., social development, research and development, NGOs, pollution control board, urban planning, water resources and agriculture, public institutions and private industries and firms, colleges and universities, Ministry of Environment and Forests. There are many international organizations which are involved in environmental management and conservation efforts. For example, Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change IPCC, United Nations Environment Programme UNEP, Earth System Governance Project, embassies and other international organizations related to environment. Some of the important environmental science institutes in India are as follows: Aligarh Muslim University, Uttar Pradesh; Jamia Hamdard University, Delhi; Delhi College of Engineering, Delhi; Department of Environmental Biology, Delhi University, Delhi; Guru Gobind Singh Indraprasth University, Delhi; Jawaharlal Nehru University, JNU School of Environmental Sciences, New Delhi; Purvanchal University, Jaunpur, Uttar Pradesh; University of Delhi, New Delhi; GB Pant University of Agriculture and Technology, Pantnagar, Uttarakhand; Department of Environmental Science, both BSc and MSc and Postgraduate Diploma in Environmental Management at Bareilly College, Bareilly, Uttar Pradesh; Chaudhry Charan Singh University, Meerut; Gurukul Kangdi Vishwavidyalaya, Haridwar, Uttarakhand; Baba Saheb Bhimrao Ambedkar University, Agra, Uttar Pradesh; Awadh University, Faizabad, 224001, Uttar Pradesh; Guru Jambheshwar University, Hisar, Haryana; University of Jammu, Jammu and Kashmir; Baba Saheb B.R. Ambedkar University, Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh; B.R. Ambedkar Marathwada University, Aurangabad, Maharashtra; Anna University, Gundi, Chennai, Tamil Nadu; University of Madras, Chennai, Tamil Nadu; University of Rajasthan, Jaipur, Rajasthan; Tamil Nadu Veterinary and Animal Sciences University, Chennai, Tamil Nadu; Tamil Nadu GD Agricultural University, Coimbatore; University of Mysore; University of Pune; Vishweshwaraya Technological University, AIT, Chikmagalur, and there are many others also. A few years ago, in all schools and colleges in India in class 3 to 12 and up to graduation level, teaching of environmental science was started as a compulsory subject. It was a very good initiative, but I don't know why the educationists killed this concept and it was discontinued. Today in India, there are two streams. Number one, a 3-year BSc and 2-year MSc in environmental science. A few organizations offer after BSc a 1-year postgraduate diploma in environmental management. After MSc, some institutions also offer MPhil, PhD and DSc in environmental science. Some of the engineering colleges also offer a BTech and MTech degree in environmental engineering. In fact, there are two entirely different issues in environment and both are equally important. First of all, there should be sufficient teaching and research in the field of environmental study as per requirement and need. Second, environmental protection should be made a public campaign and revolution, and everyone should incorporate it in one's lifestyle. So there is a time to make it public campaign. This year we are going to celebrate a campaign for eradication of plastic and polythene. There are many issues along with the problem of carry bag. Can you imagine that a few years ago we were using fountain pen, in which for filling the ink we were using a dropper. This part was used again and again for years together. But now what happened? Dot pen culture came, dot pen and ball pen, and then gel pen came. Now what happens? The gel pen contains a definite amount of ink, but when this ink is consumed, that it becomes a problem. It is thrown in environment. It is non-biodegradable. You know, there are two things. Some things are biodegradable, which can be decomposed in environment automatically by the bacteria. So there is no much harm in biodegradable substances. But in non-biodegradable substances, they accumulate. Can you imagine that not only the gutka are problem, this plastic container, polythene packet, it also adds to the environment in a number of billions and trillions. Can you imagine that this fruit juice contains a pipe, billions and trillions the pipe for drinking, they are thrown in environment on the seashore. They are a problem. Even the shampoos are distributed. Of course, it is beneficial for poor persons that in a rupees 1 or 2 they get shampoo. But this container is plastic. It has to be changed. Even this bread comes in polythene packet. What is the need of this polythene? Can't we make a policy of making some alternative packaging technology? Just a few years ago, we were getting milk in bottles, but now this milk is again distributed in polythene packets, and billions and trillions of polythene packets are used and thrown every day. Just a few years ago, we were using this type of blade which had 4 cutting edges. It was used in a razor which was made up of metal. It was used for years together. Only this much part was thrown after use. But now what happens? We have this type of blade in which this handle made up of bakelite, it is also non-biodegradable, and it is made up on use and throw principle. As the blade is consumed, this is thrown in environment and it adds to environmental pollution. So we'll have to think about, just in pen, you see, when the ink has exhausted, this container containing the ink, it will go in environment and add in the garbage. So we have become slaves of this plastic and polythene. We will have to think about eradication of all these plastic materials for our survival. Otherwise, we will be just doomed below under these plastic and polythene items. So, thank you very much. On the next one, we will talk about some aspects of medical, paramedical, health, fitness, drugs and pharmaceuticals. Thank you.
कैरियर की अप टू डेट जानकारी के लिए आप हमारे इस चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर सकते हैं, तो आगे आने वाले एपिसोड आपको सबसे पहले मिल जाएंगे। इसके अलावा आपको हमारे चैनल के क्या पसंद आया, नहीं पसंद आया, अपनी राय भी आप दे सकते हैं। आपकी यदि कोई क्वेरी है, आप उससे पूछ सकते हैं, हम अगले एपिसोड में उसका जवाब देंगे।